Antonio Gutierrez comes to Russia at summit BRICS. Why? What is it? And how many BRICS left after it? After all, Moldova presidential ballots ins and outs. What does it mean for Ukraine in particular and UAE in general? Good afternoon. These topics in more detail in our daily episode with me, Henry Keane, and UATV English, doing our best to bring the hard truth in easy terms for the whole free world directly from Ukraine. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres arrived for an unannounced, I wonder why is that, visit to Russia on the first day of a three-day BRICS summit. Why? Well, whatever Gutierrez thinks he is doing, the fact is it just denounces efforts of international society and shows somewhat relative nature of the political isolation of Russian dictator Putin. Gutierrez declined Ukraine's invitation to the first Global Peace Summit in Switzerland, but did, however, accept the invitation to Russia from war criminal Vladimir Putin. And war criminal Putin will meet him on the summit's final day. John Kirby, White House National Security Council communications advisor, commented to Voice of America that due to Russia's isolation on the global stage, Putin certainly has to take radical steps to prop up his currency and to keep his war economy going. And obviously, Putin's currency is overall these 22 leaders from Russia expect in the city of Kazan, including Chinese President Xi Jinping, to attend this very summit, BRICS. Guterres has consistently criticized Russia's actions, has repeatedly called for what he said to be just peace that respects international law and Ukraine's territorial integrity, stating that Moscow's ongoing criminal war in Ukraine sets, I quote Guterres now, a dangerous precedent for the world. I wonder what precedent does Gutierrez's visit to Russia set? Well, obviously, it damages the UN reputation, but same obviously, since when has the UN actually cared about such a trifle as reputation? Money and power. That is what unites nations, at least according to Gutierrez. Alongside the meeting with Comrade Gutierrez, Putin plans to hold bilateral discussions with other peace lovers, including Narendra Modi of India, China, Xi Jinping, Turkey, Erdogan, Iranian Masoud Pezeshkian, and Palestinian Mahmoud Abbas. These meetings underscore Russia's efforts to maintain and strengthen ties with countries and leaders outside the Western sphere, exactly as John Kirby said to prop up the rubble using the BRICS summit as a strategic platform to push back against diplomatic and economic isolation. And it also shows that autocracies and dictatorships, and also countries that like to call themselves democratic but in no way are such, unite much faster than the United Nations can, and actually should. Like, for example, recently did Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva cancelled his trip to BRICS summit in Russia. It happened right after Putin declined to attend the G20 summit in Brazil, where he could face arrest under an international criminal court warrant. However, indicted Russian Tsar stated that the ICC's warrant is easy to bypass. He said, "Sure thing," but still Putin did not take a risk in trusting himself and did not go to Brazil. Too bad, actually. Looks like Brazilian president has all it takes to be called a leader with a potent political will. And it would be fun to watch Antonio Guterres' face getting ready for his next unannounced visit to Russia if President da Silva would actually just arrest dictator Putin in Brazil, somehow forgetting to fear the escalation like the rest of the mighty world prefers to.